with your nose so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Hey friends, this is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's just a fun classic here in the key of G. Make sure to stop the video. If you click on the description below, you will find the chord sheet that you can print out, and it'll make a lot more sense to you as we go along. All right, so make sure to just realize this is a simplified version. So I have tried to cut out a lot of those complex chords that are typically in carols. And make it simplified so you can play. All right, so let's go through the basics of the song. So we have G, C, D. Those are the three chords that make up this song. This is a more complex song. It has B minor, A minor, E minor. Then it also has an A chord. Okay, I'm not going to get into the theory of why the A chord is in here, but it's in here and we're going to do it. All right. So look for the group of 3 black notes, line up your 5 fingers and play every other note. G, B, D. Okay. And then if you move that set of fingers, kind of that same shape up to the C position, play that. C, E, G. Okay. That's a C chord. Sorry if I didn't mention this was the G chord. Okay. C chord right here. And then D chord, just move up one set of notes, pick up that black note in the middle, and D, F sharp, A is a D major chord, okay? All right, so let's freeze that shape just for a minute since it's the triangle shape here. D, F sharp, A is a triangle. Freeze that shape and move it down to the A position. A, C sharp, E is an A triangle chord as well, and you're going to see that in the intro. All right, so now let's get into the minor chords. So we have B minor, which is right next door to that A chord. So we have B, D, F sharp, and it makes this curved line there. Okay, then move down one set of notes and you're in the A minor position. A, C, E, okay, and then E minor, you're going to play one time in that intro. So C, D, E. Here's our E minor. E, G, B. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at the left hand. The left hand is just going to be playing single notes because we have a lot of fun things going on in our right hand. Let's keep this simple. So I'm going to put pinky on G, line up my 5 fingers, and leave my hand here the whole song. So we're going to play G to G in the bass. Okay. C to C in the bass. D triangle to D in the bass. Okay. That E minor, you're just going to open your thumb in your left hand and just play that single note there. You don't want to move your hand out of position. Just play this E minor to E minor up here. Sorry, E to E minor. Okay. All right. Then we have A chord, which is a triangle, right? And then we have A minor with A in the bass. Okay. And then I'm not sure if I played that D. I'm sorry. There's a lot of chords in this one. Okay. D to D triangle up here. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the rhythm that brings the 2 hands together. So this song is written in 4/4 time signatures. So it is a ratio I use a lot called 1-to-2 ratio. And it's just this rhythm called together, right, together, right, together, right, together, right. Okay, so it's, let's look at that C chord. I'm going to play through the intro so you can see how it sounds when we add in vocals, okay? You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Okay, so you might have noticed I've already kind of cheated on my rhythm there. I do block chording through some chords that don't have enough time to kind of do this together, right? So the first 2 lines of that, we're just going to go block chording, just one chord per, one beat per chord, okay? You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, okay? You'll notice those first 2 lines, we're just doing kind of this stair-stepping down. We're going C, B minor, A minor, G. Repeat. C, B minor, A minor, G. So that's kind of nice. It's just kind of going in a stair-step pattern there. So let's kind of break that down into just some simpler steps. And if bringing two hands together is too complex, just remove your left hand altogether. Okay, so let's start with that C chord. You know, Dasher and B minor, Dancer and A minor, Prancer and G, Vixen, repeat, Comet and B minor, Cupid and A minor, Donner and G, Blitzen, but starts with E minor. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of D? Oh. Okay, promise you that's the hardest part of the song. Then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer just goes G, then D, G, D, and back to G. And that's how the outro is too. It's just that G to G, G to D. So let's just go through that chorus real quick. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny D nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it to G chord, close. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him D names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer G games. Okay, then the bridge starts out with a C, G, C, G. Okay, then one foggy G, Christmas Eve, back to the C, Santa came to G, say. Okay, here's that D triangle. Rudolph, with your nose so bright. Freeze that shape here. Move to the A position. Won't you guide my, oops, back to the D, sleigh tonight. Okay, then that outro is really easy. It just goes G to G, or G to D to G. Okay, then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with D glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. G. Okay, so the intro is the hardest part, but once you master the intro, you got a lot of the song figured out because the other ones aren't as complex and they aren't moving through the chords quite as quickly. All right, grab the chord sheet in the description. Play along with me as I do it beginning to end. Here we go. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it close. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh